Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hello, Aries. Welcome in. Here we go. Let's get to your message. I was hearing before I hit record, there's something about your work environment that's very toxic. Cleaning out the toxicity, or like it's something that's kind of, the image I got was it's kind of getting in your veins, and it needs to be washed out with like apple cider vinegar, just something that cleans out the corroded arteries, the veins, or something like that. Like the toxic work environment is just toxic for you health-wise. Something like that. Let's go oracles with this message. If we need more clarification, we'll get out the tarot. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. For all your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, your comments. Love them. Love it. Love it. Love it. Do we dare take this many? I've never taken this many. But I feel like you're gutsy like that, Aries, so let's do it. Okay. Wow, this is a lot, but let's do it. And remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what doesn't, leave the rest. Just take what helps you, okay? Rebirth. This talks about, obviously, rebirth, but it's a putting yourself back together even better. Even more beautifully, like your scars and your challenges are what make you beautiful, have helped you to be even more beautiful. Energy like that. Energy shift. It's a thinking of it that way. Yeah, remember, we're also tying this to your work, your toxic work environment that is actually corroding your arteries. Maybe literally. Maybe figuratively. Stress does kill. We know this. Okay. On a lighter note, so let's just talk about how you're rebuilding. You're looking better. You're looking better than ever because of what you've been through. But yeah, rites of passage, milestones in life. Maybe it's time to, it's definitely time to apple cider vinegar these areas that are getting corroded, because apple cider vinegar will get rid of corrosion. It's a good cleaner, antiseptic, something like that you're needing. Redemption. The antiseptic against the corrupt, the corrosion. So you can gain redemption here and move forward. Being bound. Yeah, you've absolutely been bound here. Your situation. It's toxic. It is career. It's toxic. It's holding you back. Shadow work. But there's something about your shadow that relates to this or says it's okay to treat you this way. Now, for many of you, this will be very hard for you to hear. But try and sit with that and figure out why that's hard to sit with, why that's hard to hear, and what you can do about it. Have other people in your life treated you the way somebody very toxic in your work environment, or multiple people have treated you, and you felt like, I can take it, or I'm familiar with this treatment, or I am due this treatment? No, no, and no. You shouldn't have to take it. You're not due it, and you shouldn't be familiar with it. Inspiration. Get your inspiration as you're cleaning up. I'm seeing this as some of that drippy corrosion. Get your inspiration going here. Get rid of that corroded bleh that's weighing you down, literally, figuratively. Yeah, I'm seeing this too, like even down to the detail of designing your belly button area, or, celebrating that. I mean, that's kind of a celebratory design there. Yeah. Be you. Somebody's holding you back. Be you. Wear whatever you want to wear. Be whoever you want to be. Life review. Yeah. This will be some of the shadow work we've talked about. Looking at your life. This also talks about how you've treated others. So is someone in your life, or other, it could be many people in your life, treating you poorly because you've treated others this way? This will be for a small portion of you. But is it some sort of a lesson for you to know how that feels to be on the other side of things and to change your behavior that way? Divine Gateway. Yeah, that is spiritual enlightenment and access to higher spiritual beings. This is your avenue to becoming more spiritually enlightened, I'm hearing. Wow, we got through a lot of cards just then. Let's keep going. Yeah, you do have an energy shift. Round and round pops out. I'm going to take it because this talks about same or similar situations, but you look at them differently and you handle them differently so that it doesn't go round and round, a series of the same thing. It's acknowledging that change needs to take place in a series of things that have happened to you and making the change. So you get out of the washer. You know, you shoot out and you look even better than before. You clean up that corrosion. You handle it differently. You say, I'm no longer going to accept this behavior. I'm expecting it to change before I consider staying. Or you say, yeah, I've had enough. I'm moving in another direction. Happy, happy. There's where your happiness is going to lie. This is the energy shift we're talking about. This is how you look better than ever. A sort of rebirth, if you will. A looking at your life, a life review. How have you treated others? What have you allowed to take place in the way that you have accepted behavior from others? Looking at your milestones. This is one of them. I think you'll look back on this time and say, this was one of my milestones where I made big changes happen that were for the better for me. It's a redemption, a redemptive action you're taking here for yourself to keep yourself from being bound still. Go out there and be exactly who you want to be. You've done the shadow work, or this is the beginning of that shadow work in order for you to be happy, happy, and corrosion free. Let's absolutely get corrosion free. Fork in the road. This is all about. I love it. Okay. I love when things just start to get in the flow. Yeah, this is about milestone activity here. You're at a fork in a road. What are you going to do? I'm seeing the energy here is asking you to be more playful. Embrace your uniqueness. You know, is someone kind of tapping you down on that? No. You are not going to be bound anymore. See the situation from a bigger perspective, gain a higher viewpoint of this, and be very in favor of yourself. Some of you need to hear that. Be your own best friend. Be in your corner. I think some of you are looking from a higher perspective or will at this and say, well, I can see why so-and-so was such a to me or what have you. And Spirit's saying, no one is a to you except for wonderful and appreciative and respectful, or you have a dialogue with them, things will change, or you move away from them. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses, particularly if you're seeing a pattern where they act like somebody from your past that was maybe around in your formidable years, okay? And you accepted it then because you didn't have a choice. You have a choice now, and you can make the healthy choice, in other words. Okay, so yin, this talks about feminine energy, and that's all about holding back. Let things come to you. Remind this situation, these people, of your worth. And then you sit back. Let them come to you. Let them show you your worth. And if they're not willing to do that, go to who does see your worth. Go to the situations that do see your worth. Co-create. What's really going to help you here to move things along is divine connections. Do you have them? Ask yourself that. If you don't, find out what that means to you. Get back in to your spiritual connections. Get back in good with them. They're all about this rebirth. They're going to help you with this. They're all about this energy shift for you. They're all about this higher perspective and looking at things differently and moving this along at a quick pace. You don't need to rely on self here. Prayer will be very helpful for you. Get in with your divine team. Get in tight with them. To be fair. I'm getting some of you say that. To be fair, so-and-so is in a really stressful situation and I'm meant to help them or something. Okay. But to be fair really here means put yourself first before you help others, because you're going to be much more helpful anyway. And also for some of you, don't make excuses for somebody. You know, their bad behavior is just bad behavior, regardless of what's happening in their life. Yes, take it into consideration, but call a spade here to a certain degree too. Yeah, be more balanced with, I'm hearing it now too. You're very good at letting people off the hook or finding excuses for others or finding reasons why for others, and then you're very hard on yourself. So be just as fair with yourself, if not more so. Look at self. Prioritize self. And this is another look at this from a higher perspective, the situation of corrosion. Okay. So this is really interesting because you're also getting yang, which is take action, and the thinker. Okay, so I feel like this is saying hold back with regards to anything that's not serving you and not treating you as the gem that you are, okay? And then this is saying, but take action. Yang, masculine energy, is take action after you think things through, after you find the balance, after you say the words that need to be said, the truths that need to be exposed, the corruption that needs to be, or corrosion that needs to be cleaned away. After you get out that apple cider vinegar, think your next moves through, then take action. Loving it, loving it. Messages coming in from the divine. Be aware. Be aware. See the messages. I'm hearing they're all around you. And you're ignoring them or you're not tapping in. Unfinished symphony. This is that round and round energy. This is the talking negatively about yourself or being in the same situation and it never resolves. It just continues to churn. Think it through, take action. So there's peace here, new beginnings. That's all about that rebirth. And also another message about there are messages out there. Your spirit team is trying to contact you. Be open to it. Quiet the mind. Get into meditative states. Look all around you. There are messages all around you all the time. Particularly out into nature, I will say. That's one tip. Buy the book. Buy the book isn't working for you anymore, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's time for a change. There's no place like home. Chaos and conflict. Chaos and conflict brings you to your home. You know, sometimes there has to be a storm to spread the seeds that then blossom, and there's a new beginning. Imagine what you want your life to be, then take action towards that. Oracle. Get into our third oracle deck. Find out who's loyal to you. Focus in on that. Who's been loyal to you? That's where you want to be going. That's the direction you want to be heading in. When coyotes call your name, this is very interesting, and I like this energy coming in. This is all about know that you're very protected, and also know that sometimes when you don't get what you want, it's a blessing in disguise. Speak your truth. See where that leads you. What you think you want now, I feel like you're not going to get it, but you're going to get something better as part of this rebirth, and as part of your exercise of finding out who is loyal, what loyalty means to you, and who's loyal, what situations have been loyal to you in your life. When the weavers built the sun, I'm going to read this one. This one, I believe, talks about you don't have to know all the answers. You just need to take the first step, and then the next step is revealed to you. Let's see. The value of dreaming big, success of seemingly impossible tasks. Yeah. Legend has it that when the dream weavers built the sun, they created a huge ball of fire so they could see all the miraculous things they wove into being. They needed light and more life force energy to flood our world so life could grow and flourish. Their big dream didn't exist before they imagined what it could be. They made it up as they went along, with no plans to follow nor certainty about how to do it. They claimed it energetically and followed the prompts of the conscious universe, their partner. They made an impossible thing real. You don't have to know the big picture of how to get there. You just need to know the first couple of steps or the first step, and then the next step is revealed to you, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next. You don't have to know the whole of it all, just the first step. If the fox can't find its tail, if the fox can't find his tail, he's looking in the wrong place. Let's see. Digging deep into your own authentic knowing, avoiding compromise, chasing your tail. If a fox can't find his tail, it might be because he's chasing the wrong things and looking in the wrong direction. Yeah. Are you contributing to the corrosion? I'm just asking. Fourth oracle. Here we go. And if you are, why? Find out why. Be in your corner. Get out that apple cider vinegar. Clear out the corrosion. Don't be in cahoots with it. Get away from the sneaky energy. You may have to be a lone wolf for a little while. That's okay. Find the beauty in that. Find the music in that. Find the loyalty that's in that. Who stays with you then? Who's loyal to you then? When you make these big moves, you'll find out who's loyal. Right? Quick. Key decisions to be made? Yeah, you've got some. That's an understatement. Competition? Yeah. That's been part of this. Like, have you been competitive and you wanted to stay in the mix and be relevant and be the winner here, but nobody wins because it's a corrupt or corrosive system anyway, situation. Return to sender. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the corrosion and outdated thinking. Yeah. You're evolving. A lot of this is outdated information for you, outdated thinking, outdated ways of being. It's all outdated. A lot of it is outdated as you have this rebirth. And look better than ever and piece yourself back together better than ever. And loyal. Yeah, something about the loyal. You got to find the loyal. That's where the key is. And you got to separate it from what glitters that isn't gold. Yeah, something about the loyalty could also, for some of you, lead to a romantic partnership, soulmate energy. It's here and now, the action that you need to take. It may seem mundane, but you're building a solid, beautiful foundation for yourself, and you're embracing the truth. Okay. And it's also going to stop, this activity stops the negative self-talk because you're getting it from this corrosion and you're allowing it to give excuses to others, to yourself. But you can see that the negativity builds on the negativity and you want no part of that. You're meant for milk and honey, better. You're meant for a better life, for regenerating here. You're not meant for the chaos and conflict. There is a change that is taking place, and you're to clean it up. Clean up the corrosion. That's how we started. Yeah, you're meant for a lot of abundance here. Yeah. You have a leg up because you're wise. Get ready, get poised, and listen for those messages. Look for those messages. You are blessed and know it, and you are healed. Something here wants you to feel like you are broken like them for some of you, and that's what keeps you bound. No, you're healed. you will do the shadow work, or you've started doing the shadow work. You have started the energy shift, or this will resonate with you and you will start the energy shift and you will no longer be bound. You will show up exactly how you want to show up now in life. You know your motivations and you will show up and go the distance. Yeah. You're on the right path here now. And you may be a lone wolf for a little while, but then big gifts come in. Big gifts and things start to click in your life. Go your way. Let's end with a charm. I really like this message. I really, really like this message. What you don't realize is that you've got a lot of spiritual, angelic protection around you. It's like on you. You don't, I don't think you know this. It's on you. It's on you without you realizing it. So really do start to meditate, get quiet and feel that energy around you. Prayer can be very powerful. Become one with your divine team. They're trying to co-create here with you. Okay? Let's grab another. Yeah. We've set it up quite a few times, and so that's interesting. Is coming out in the owl here. Higher perspective. Get up there high. Take a look down, and just look at it neutral. Look at all the players neutral, including yourself. Including yourself. Get up there. Look down. Higher perspective. Neutral. Look at the players. What are they doing? Don't put any kind of blame or any kind of emotion on it. Just look at the players. What are they doing? Put yourself in it too. What are you doing? Be all neutral with this observation. See it from a higher perspective. The neutrality is where you're going to get a lot of the really good, informative, and intellectual gems. Who's doing what and why? Why are the motives? Then you. What are you doing here and why? What are the motives? That will help you decide if you want to stay in this, if it's, once you wipe away the corrosion, if it's still doable or not, if you just move away totally. Something about gaining a lot of insight by getting that neutral viewpoint that's a higher viewpoint of the situation. Yeah, the owl may be a spirit guide for you too. Has been there all along, even when you were a child. Do some of you hear owls in your location? Or something about owls, you see them. They could be guides that have been with you all along. A reminder that maybe you knew them when you knew this when you were a child or growing up. A reminder to know that again. Great source of wisdom there. That's your message, Aries. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you like this channel. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.